they manipulated them into this their craziness. Shall you understand? They are very gullible. So the reason why I said sometimes, let's call them is because a lot of them are, innocently believe in all this garbage. But, well, I reason with what you guys said. If they don't want to listen, there's no point of schooling anybody. But in the end, may God give us justice. That's just my contribution. I will drop for...
Amen. See, from your line of thought, you actually have a good submission there, which is giving them chance to express themselves so that you can have a dialogue. But you see, one thing is that, like Sugar Blaze said, people who are not ready to change, their mind is already made up. You can never change them. Okay, listen to Joy the other time. Somebody was asking her, okay, you believe that Baba never go to any station at all. The same you believe that. But the same you also believed that Wunmi has been at the station several times. So, and you say you don't want anybody to believe anything. So how did you believe? Why did you believe that Wunmi was at the station many times and you never believe at all that Baba has gone to the station once? So that's what exactly Sugar Blaze and the Rider Whisper is saying. They already believe what they want to believe. So whatever narrative you're coming with, they will never buy into it. But if we see some of them who want to have great dialogue, who want to have good conversation without insulting, cursing, swearing, or this thing, and they just want to talk, I think it's a fair enough thing to have.
I'm sorry to say, those people's minds have been polluted. As in, even if they come up here, they cannot dialogue. But nothing will make them dialogue. They can pretend for a minute, just for you to bring them up. Once they are up, now me they tell you, once they are up, they start behaving the way they are exactly. So, if I know they'll be listening to us from the comment section, let them stay at the comment section. You understand? Because we don't need this distraction now. Because you might be saying something very important.
The people, the people around Baba are here. They are here. They are listening to us now. Yeah.
Are you getting what I'm trying to say, sir? They are okay. Just imagine when I was playing those voice notes, those records. You didn't know what they did. They came. Olua, what's that woman's name that came? Joy. She came and distracted. I was angry. I almost left. Right. I just want to beg you people. This is the time for us to fight. We need this justice. It's important. This is not time to give them relevance. They don't need they are not worth it. They are not important, please. They are not the reason why we are seeking for this justice. Mohbad brought us all here. Let's respect Mohbad. Let's respect the fact that we are here for Mohbad. Not for Bolibi, not for Temi, not for Tolani, Mama Sita or anybody. Please, when they come, if they want to sit down, let them sit down. If they don't drink, make them drink. But if they say they don't want peace, they're not going to get peace, oh.
Sugar Blaze, you are not a woman of peace.
Yeah, I'm not going to give them peace, oh, until they hear truth, until that truth sink into their brain.
Very good.
But you can, Sugar, you cannot enforce your opinion on people just the same way they cannot, enforce their opinion on us too. My opinion is my opinion, but you cannot dictate for an adult to take a step or not to take. It's what they believe that the blood Baba saw, people saw in that house, is Wunmi menstruation period. Like what's his name? 3 Lions says, as Papariano said, the blood Baba saw in Mohbad's house on that very day is Wunmi menstrual period. How could that be possible?
Wow.
Did you see that narrative? Even some people on the panel try to correct him. That is not possible. So you are not doing your period that's flowing like a water or like a river that is going to stain all the whole house. How can you say things like that? Now the question is what did they believe in? Are they actually or truly looking for the justice that everybody is looking for? No, everybody have their way of looking for justice. Maybe that is their own, the way they can. You can process though by saying that is Wunmi menstruation period, and he even uses wife as example. That things like that has happened to his wife before. Is so and it's so terrible. So, what kind of conviction do you actually want to convince those people? If anybody wants to learn, they will listen to you. See, I invited some of them from their platform, and I'm happy. I'm so glad they pay that invitation, and I ask some question. I have the reason why of doing that. Some people want to learn, they want to hear you, but is every one of them actually want to hear you out? Or when you even try, nobody is perfect, but the way some of them speak, believe that they're perfect on what they're actually talking about. E.g., the three lions guy, and he twist everything. Only so a genuine me. To just you understand? But when I got to the house, someone lost okay. Oh no, we redo venye. Oh stain no. Baba did not use the word stain. Oh no, soak. That duvet was soak.
My Mohbad younger sister said the
police. Exactly, God bless you. And the police said, and I quote, the police said he bleed profusely.
Thank you very much. Go use it for that.
Go and use, thank you, ma. Go use your Google. Go look, use your Google and search the word profusely. It said Mohbad bleed previously. What can you say about that? You're coming and telling us to see why is CY mystery. Oh, welcome,
please,
Mr.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the great aristocrat. Let's welcome the great aristocrat.
Welcome, sir. You're welcome.
For Gavio, you know, we are a baby injustice for Mohbad, you know. Yeah, so you can see the kind of manipulative words. Saying, how can you just say, they said somebody bleed profusely, and they said, Baba, I saw that duvet, it was soaked. I just want law school, it was soaked with blood.
Did I play the voice record? 3 voice records.
They did not say,
did I?
It was stain, no. Then, hold on, Hold on, Sugar, sorry, please. Then you now came on a panel where grown-up men are talking. That very day, a lot of grown-up men, women are on that platform. You open your mouth and say it's Wunmi menstruation period. How does that tally? Can you just sit down and think? Must you talk because you want people to hear you? If you want people to hear you, it's not that difficult. Just say little things, then you mute and listen. If you want to ask question, ask question. You're asking this question because you want to know. But they believe they know it all. If you believe you know it all, no, you know nothing, sweetie. So that's just the point. They should go back to play Baba Mohbad interviewed. They should not compare the Wunmi, Adura, every one of them interviewed, then ask questions. What I actually want to talk about
exactly what I'm saying, ma. Thank you.
Some of them said Adura is very young. Adura, Adura, tell me, is Adura 10 years old? No, Adura is above 18.
Above 20.
Adura is above 18. Yes. Now, if Adura is above 18, Adura was inside that car where Mohbad was announced dead. Now, why can't Adura put a light to what happens to his brother? Is it not okay? He said he heard the noise, like he said, yeah, you heard the noise of Mohbad screaming. At when you got inside the house upstairs, you saw what position did you see Wunmi? Is Wunmi holding something? Is Wunmi Abi and Mohbad itself? She Mohbad in Pani. Is he struggling? Is he struggling with himself like he wants to die? And what did you do? Did you ask CY question? You never tell police anything. What happens to that duvet that was soaked with blood? Adura, you are in the house. What happened to that duvet? And why? Who pour water on Mohbad? Why did you people pour water? One domicile raboyo maji. Ominyeniye one dasila raboya o maji dide. Not knowing that in Kotoshenye ashopomo yemo moyesi moja. Now, at what point did they call that nurse? Adura, you said you can't tell me you don't know anything. But Billy they're saying Adura is Adura is so small, you cannot remember. It's shocking, oh Mokekereni, you know, let's be more sorry, or no majaka be more apa. Totally, to shell is that dear be my man in Uli. I kill on lost school for almost 20 years. They be a one more lost school. In commercial. Ọmọ tẹ́ rán lọ sílé ìwé tó padà wá sínú ilé yín nǹkan wá ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú ilé yẹn àbí àbúrò ẹ̀fẹ̀sẹ̀ kó gbá nǹkan ọmọ yẹn wá ṣubú ẹ wá dé as a father you now asking your boy of 20 years tẹ́ rán lọ sí school wípé what happens to your younger brother is telling you, Daddy, I owe you no explanation.
Doctor
Go to the
Esther,
doctor.
thank
When
you.
you get to the when you take him to the doctor will explain to you what happens to him. Is that not Daft's son? Is that not Daft's daughter? If you cannot give a proper explanation of what happened in the house, I'm not abusing anybody. To the point, to the extent that they are not saying Adura cannot give answer to the question that we are asking. Who is fooling who here? Who? Kini Osofun inside, I mean all of them are inside that car. Kini Kotefishe. Simple as that. Simple as that. Kini Kotefishe. Oh, Lemu. Kini wa. Oh, ki Mama Mohbad enjoy when they went to give Mama Mohbad the envelope. They're not saying, Adura is feeling guilty. No! Odajo money. Yes. Adájọ́ tó bá kí n ṣe ọ̀dájú ọmọ ni kí ni reason tí kò lè pe bàbá nígbà tí incident yẹn ń ṣẹlẹ̀? Who is the first person Adura supposed to call immediately? Tó bá jẹ́ pé ó love Mohbad dearly as a blood brother. Ó máa mú, hold on sugars, hold on please. Ó máa mú phone. Daddy, ẹ máa bọ̀. Tó bá tẹ̀lé sọ pé nǹkan kan bá ṣẹlẹ̀ máa daddy, ẹ máa bọ̀ ń sìn. Let's assume he's in shock. He cannot explain anything to you. Kí bàbá máa ní kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Come on, Daddy, just come, keep coming, please. Please come now. You can see that passion. Daddy, please come. As a father, you will like, kí ló ń ṣe ọmọ yóò pè mí nínú báyìí rí. Kíá lè máa mú ẹ̀wù yín tẹ́ máa lọ. You don't even know what, you don't going to know what happened. Nobody's going to stop you. You're going to go there because your son called you. Ìpè pàjáwìrì ni. You must be there. Tó bá máa àtẹnu ọ̀nà gan lọ́sí máa gbóhùn. Kí ló dé? Adura, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀dá. Daddy, ẹ máa bọ̀. You can see that kind of speed of running. Come on, Visa look, Daddy Omureo, Kilode, I will see why I knew. I will talk about any song, because my party will see why I knew, Baba will understand as an elderly man. Not coming outside. Don't pass here some coconut. I did not even say anything. Daddy, what will see why I knew? What would Daddy? Oh, that Benny, you can see now. What that Benny, we want him misunderstanding you. Put your call for work by a pink coconut. The father will now understand why it's like that. You cannot see why I said Adura purposely kept mute when the incident happened. I did not see him as a baby, as a little younger boy that said he cannot give a proper narrative of what happened. He cannot fish it now. He can, even if CY tell him, don't say anything. Conscience, there's something they call conscience of mind. To the point that you are now open your thinking, open his thinking mouth, and the son is his biological father. Kill off a poison mind there. You now say it's important that you disown your own dad. And when your condition one, it becomes so you pay a menstruation what are you going to convince them? They cannot listen. That's the point. So that's my submission. Sugar, you can go ahead. Welcome, Mr. Aristocrat.
I greet everyone. I greet and thank you for the roses and supervise. Sorry, you've tried to bring me up things, but I was busy. I only wanted to listen. And thank you for your analysis. Ryan Whisper, how are you doing? No problem.
Very well, thank you. Good to see you here, Mr. Aristocrat.
Yeah. It's been a long time.
I know, right? I hope.
Ladies and gentlemen, please let's welcome the great aristocrat.
Enjoy. Super vibe. Allah wa
Ami Jesus, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Oh, they should put down, no.
Ami Jesus, sir. Amen, sir.
You know, for me, what I just want to say is, thank you very much, Flourished. Don't let us fuel an analogy that we've somehow made to be a topic of discussion. I'm talking about the menstrual thing. I don't want us to fuel it, just ignore it. I was on the platform that day when Top Movie was saying it, and I remember he said, "What if?" But the passion of the discussion at that time really irritated people. to the extent that someone can think of, menstrual blood to use as water. And I think that was what gave it the life it has given. But if I look at it in terms of discussion, I personally do not take it serious. I just take it as he was just saying what if. Top Movie has always been a good guy. It comes in a very, out of the box way of creating attitude. And I think at the end of the day, it's for us to have robust thinking. And personally, I feel we should focus more on the crops of the issue, just like what Golden Steel and Ryan Whisper and everybody have spoken about. We should look at the real thing. The death of, and again, today we commemorate the day he was buried. I think it was today he was buried about 8 months ago. September 13, I guess, was when he was buried. And I think it was this September 13 that actually opened everybody's mind. I believe when Mohbad died, people were not really paying attention to, when a blogger said he died of ear infection, when they were saying many things, nobody was really paying attention. Until, and I will continue to thank Perkins for taking time that day in the rain to stream the burial. And I will thank all the fans that were there also, who insisted that they wanted to see their fan. If not, none of us will be here to say what killed Mohbad actually. Because people that met Mohbad's father after, the man took it as it has happened. It has happened. But people shouting, people crying for justice made everybody to wake up. And I think that is a good thing that happened on that 13. If we all haven't woken up and people continue to wake up days after, even till now, we wouldn't be here talking about justice for Mohbad. We wouldn't have known each other. So I give that kudos to the fans that insisted they wanted to see Mohbad. And those who noticed that his neck was broken. Those who noticed that something was thrown into his grave or his coffin. Those who noticed that his coffin was small. Those who noticed that that was a shitty coffin given to that young man. Those who noticed that he wasn't buried even as an osu, as an outcast. An outcast deserved a better burial than he was given. Mm-hmm. Even a criminal. Government will buy better coffin for criminal now when they die. That was a shitty coffin, for crying out loud. I remember when I buried one of my dogs, I bought him a befitting coffin, a shiny one. And I wrote his name on it with a cross. And you go and buy a coffin of 40,000 naira to a guy that is feeding over 20 people in his lifetime, to a guy that is creating hits back to back for millions of people, to a guy that came from nothing to something, and some group of non-entity woke up one day and just say, we bury him, not even as a dog. They just buried him like nobody. I wouldn't say a dog, because if I could spend so much when I buried my dog in that coffin, my dog of 7 years, how much more Oluomo? Someone that is feeding people, someone that people are making money from all over the world. And someone could just wake up and someone got 2 million naira and all they could buy is a 40,000 naira coffin. What thought you fine boy? She want to joke see beer parlor or not 40,000. They will spend more than that now. And they could use that to the man that is giving, that gave all of them roof over their heads. That is allowing them to think and to move forward. It is crazy, I would say. Extremely crazy. Extremely crazy. And you still have his in-laws, not just like Karimo, coming out immediately the young man was buried, castigating the father. Even if the father had done something wrong, was that the right time to do it? Or the Pera Jebu? I want Jebu good boy now. And everybody began to sing wrong narrative until the government exhumed the guy. If government have not exhumed the guy, do you know that all of us might have stoned that man dead? That Papa Mohbad. Also, a man woke up and said, he said he wants to bury him in the middle of the night. One non-entity person. People began to say plenty things. And this is the society we find ourselves. When people refuse to look for the truth, when people do not search their mind, when people lose humanity to animalistic behavior, when people's feeling have gone solid, not cold, what is the block? Have gone solid. When people don't think again and all they think about is just rubbish. And you have young people. If anybody, I continue to say, when people used to say, oh, they are young people, come on now. Many of us live in the diaspora. 8-year-old, one in life imprisonment, 100 years, 50 years, 12-year-old, 15-year-old. A crime is a crime. Children commit crime. Apparently, I want to teach you 18 law. I want to teach you bóbìnrin sùn. Orí wọn bàjẹ́. The one tó bá ti ń bóbìnrin sùn ó ti dàgbà. Orí wọn ti tẹ̀, orí wọn ti kọ̀ndẹ̀. Now, for me, it always surprised me why we now begin to have fraction. In the first place, justice does not have color. Justice does not have any color. Justice is pure, straight, and simple. Tó bá jẹ́ bá bẹ́ẹ̀ ló kọ̀ sí ẹ̀, tó bá jẹ́ tí justice bá tó àṣírí ẹ̀, ó máa gbẹgbà ni, tó bá jẹ́ ìyá ó máa gbẹgbà, tó bá jẹ́ ìyàwó ẹ̀ ó máa gbẹgbà, tó bá jẹ́ àbúrò ẹ̀, anybody it is. So why are we picking sides? If someone really wants to say, I don't know about how this guy died, then they should come out and say the truth. The truth shall set you free. Quran and Bible say so. The Torah says so. Àwọn tó ń ṣe Rush Krishna gan, Scientology ṣe gbogbo oríṣiríṣi. Àwọn ẹlẹ́sìn àbáyé òtítọ́ ló ń gbéyàn lékè. So òótọ́ kọ́kọ́ ẹ free. Even when you've spoken the truth and you are jailed, you know you are free in that jail. When they say you will die, you'll be happy to say, Father, I have sinned, forgive me. And you know you are forgiven. But when you continue to lie, and they even sentence you to die, in the short way, you Nicolo Malo. I want stages in no Emayaton. And I still see young people, mothers, educated people, people living abroad, elites, still discussing all this discussing all this rubbish. It is not fair, even to humanhood. I think what all of us should be talking about is, we can see that his death is not natural. Tell us what happened. Hold on now. But I want to get it. About the Jacoto, that one in Jewo, Soto, to Bass Soto, and in no edu. But I want to get it here. Toto Denny. My dad in those days, one tough military man. If he want to beat you, now you are now. Very tall. He will pin your leg to the ground. You will chop Koboko Lojume fan until your body. But when you tell him the truth, oh my jegba, but only 4 and 6, and nítorí pé òsòótọ́. Wọ́n gbé òsòótọ́, ó máa wọ slaughter room ni 2 hours ni yá ẹ̀. Ó tún máa stood down tẹ́ bá ṣe tán. Now, that is what I see this season. Say the truth. Imagine a family. You said it was the nurse that injected him and he reacted. But you never spoke about the nurse when you broke the news. Isn't that crazy? You never spoke about the nurse until how many days like Bonipa nurse? Lẹ́yìn ìgbà tó ti bury ẹ o. Lẹ́yìn ìgbà tó ti accuse bàbá ẹ̀ wípé òun ló pa. Ìgbà láìṣẹ́ gbọ́ nípa nurse. So ká ní pé wọ́n wú òkú àmànímọ̀ nurse kẹ̀. Èèyàn dẹ̀ wá léyìn, ó dẹ̀ gún breadwinner yín. Injected your breadwinner and he died. And you left the person to go. I beg. It's absurd, you know. At times when I think about this, it's absurd. Even children will say, it is this mother, it is this auntie that came, that nurse, and injected daddy, and daddy was vomiting, and we took him to hospital and he died. But that is how they will report it. But I want Agbalagba, not in La Pio Pio, not in Natinsin, not in Shori. All of them kept their mouths sealed, crying rubbish in the vehicle. Mohbad has died. Mohbad has died. And they told you at the hospital, take him to the morgue. You took him back home to go and do whatever you did that you call local environment. And these are adults. These are adults for crying out. I'm 18 years, still in millions. I want to go to university, no one.
Thank you, Flourish.
You know, now, if we have situation of these young men that are ambition, with these young men with great ambition, with great potential, and they are following Mohbad. Okay, when we meet ambitious people, don't you think ambitious people pay attention to details? Do they forget what goes on? These people are creatives, dancers and musicians. Their brain are most alert. Are they saying they did not see anything? They were talking to us as if they are imbeciles that don't see anything. Are they all imbeciles? I really don't understand. And even the wife, the first thing she would tell the father was, nọ́ọ̀sì gúnyàn lábẹ́rẹ́ ó kú ẹ wá ní kẹ́rọ òkú jẹ́ fẹ́ pa nọ́ọ̀sì ni àbáwọn tẹ ní kọ́ wá gba trọ́fì.
Ó ní kí bàbá ẹ̀ gbé kó lọ ro.
Kó lọ òkè ta ló fẹ́ kú ṣé nọ́ọ̀sì ló fẹ́ kú ebi nọ́ọ̀sì ló gun lábẹ́rẹ́ ṣé nọ́ọ̀sì ló fẹ́ ró òkú ẹ̀ kú àbáwọn imaginary apààyàn tí wọ́n mọ̀ tí wọ́n dẹ̀ sọ. It shows there are a lot of layers to it. And I'll continue to say this. My opinion, I believe Mohbad was not killed because of any paternity matter. Mohbad was killed by an organized crime syndicate. The person controlling this whole scenario is seated somewhere, giving them instructions on what to say at every point. This is an organized crime. And breaking his neck was to confirm that he was truly dead. As simple as that. That nobody can convince me about that. And it's so sad. And when you're to one, you can't see them. And for me, that is the case where we are. But the people in his house that day, they knew what happened. They saw what happened. They now promised them peanuts. They did not know that karma we judge all of them. One jekwo moye, one de jeyoe, one de paro. The guy fed them, clothed them, housed them, and still they denied him. They denied that young man, and they thought they will leave. You know, all of them, they don't know what they are doing. They thought they are wise. And exactly. I think it's this Yahoo spirit that is in them. Enjoy your money for a while. If you die, you die. Mm-hmm. They can't even enjoy this money if there is money involved. Because each one of them. It is sad. Please continue. That's what I just want to say. Please just continue.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We appreciate this. Okay, Lady Ryan, it's like you want to show us something.
Yes.
Lady Ryan, please unmute.
Yes. Okay. I'm showing you the video of the guys, the Ade West and the guy that was crying, Mohbad is dead, you know, and Adura. They were all in that vehicle. So was this the vehicle of the supposedly what they said at the inquest? You know, when they were saying that they used the neighbor's vehicle? Because that looks like Mohbad's vehicle as well. That does not look like the neighbor's vehicle. And the neighbor's, the car that they were claiming that they used, that is the neighbor's vehicle.
The car is for Mohbad. That car belongs to Mohbad.
That's right.
It's Mohbad's car.
They were questioning.
No. The car belongs to Mohbad.
That
car is for Mohbad.
So what time did Ade West get there? What time did Ade West and the other guy, Sanusi, what time did they get there? Remember Prime Boy said that, is this finding, that when they came back from the show, that Mohbad, as if they lost the key, so Mohbad broke the door. And he was like, was it somebody that asked him that this carpenter blood still in your body? So I think they said they met two people in the house.
I think that was before they go to the show.
Yes, before they went to the show.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Flourish.
So what time did Sanusi and Ade West
Lady Ryan, please, 1 second. Hold on, ma, please. Aristocrat, please, I have a question for you. And Lady Ryan as well. And Lady Aris. Welcome on board, man. See, I wanted to ask this question just for three of you. Is there no way that the team, Baba's legal team, can petition all these three boys inside this car for them to be brought back to probably zone 2 or Panti? Because the petition will state things like, who gave you the effrontery to announce that Mohbad is dead? Is there any medical practitioner or any hospital that certified the body that this body is already dead and you already confirmed it for you guys to announce? Because as I was told, the wife is inside this car. Adura is also there. But Adura was not talking. He was only looking at the side. But these guys were the ones shouting, Mohbad is dead.
Yes, that time that Adura, you understand? When they started shouting, Mohbad is dead, Mohbad is dead, are you getting it? Then it's like, that time, Adura just took his eyes off his brother, like, if you want die, die, you understand? Adura was so evil in that video. Adura face looks so evil. Those are where we should be channeling to those videos.
Thank you, Sugar.
We get the facts.
Please mute. Why I'm even saying that is this. If Adura is there, not reacting, the wife is there, not reacting, and just three people, and that incident happened that day. So are we really sure that that was the same Tuesday, and this wasn't a pre-recorded video? Because if, as a woman, you just lost your husband, please mute, Sugar, please. You know, you just lost your husband. There should be reaction. According to what Ryan Whisper was saying the other time, there should be some, you should be shouting, screaming, and doing all those things. The same thing goes to Adura. You are the younger brother of this guy. This guy packed all of you like sardines, like almost 15 or 20, inside the same apartment, feeding you, clothing you. The uncle, the supposed uncle, I think it's his own PA, personal PA. So I don't understand these people. No reaction, nobody is screaming, nobody is shouting, nobody, as a Yoruba, you know how Yoruba people used to shout and scream. That is our thing. But nobody is saying anything inside that car. Only these guys just saying, and that video is just about 3 seconds or 5 seconds or so. Mohbad is there, they off the video. So are we really sure this video is not pre-recorded? And now who even give this guy, who give them that audacity to even announce that this guy is dead? Are they the family of the deceased? So that is why I'm asking Lady Harris, Mr. Aristocrat, and Lady Ryan, that is there no way the legal team could petition these boys to be brought back to book and ask them questions? Because I believe there are about 2 or 3 people now who need a petition. Even Mama Mohbad need petition. If you have to ask me, she was the one that made it clear, I think last 3 weeks ago, that Baba Mohbad was the one who sent boys with knife to come and stab Mohbad. So there should be a petition for that. She need to come forward and come and explain to the whole world when, where, how did that happen. So she need to tell the whole world it was this time that Baba Mohbad now sent these people and this boy as well. So please, Mr. Aristocrat, is there no way that can be done, please?
The truth be told, Truth be told. You see, it's an investigation. I think the police should have gotten this video and they should have done forensic analysis of the video, number one, for them to check reaction of everyone that was seen in the video, to know those who were in the video, etc., etc. Now, if the wife, number one, was in that same vehicle, his younger brother was in that vehicle, I don't know if Adura was there, his wife being in that vehicle gives an authority, to say she was the one that told them to announce it. Under law, she's, next of kin, the wife and all that. She shared that. Now, if we then look at it as traditionally, African-wise, what stopped either the wife, Darosha, or Adura to call their father or the mother that something happened? What stopped them for telling them? Now, that is another place to check. You said something now. What if that video was not done on a Tuesday? Then police need to investigate it. Now, we cannot be writing, you can't be writing petition for everything. It is an ongoing investigation. So it is all encompassing in that case. Another thing you can write petition is if you notice that they breached a law. And that was what the petition against Darusha was, the one of empowerment. that is breaching of the law. But the circumstances that led to the death of Mohbad is an ongoing investigation. And I strongly believe that the Zone 2 police department will, spread their tentacles to all these parts, because at the end of the day, all they need is a space to enter that big compound of what killed Mohbad. Now, what they are doing is this. Why the Lagos State Police and not the Baba Saleh playing chess and playing draft with the case that people cannot know if it's going forward or backward? The Zone 2 came in a way through the breaching of Corona system law. Now, they can expand it further. From who killed Mohbad? The next question is, who gave you authority? The next question is, how did you know he was dead? The next question is, okay, you went to where hospital said he was dead. Why did you announce his death? So why did you say, come and take your trophy, when you knew that it was the nurse that actually injected it? Why didn't you report the news, the nurse to police? All those whys. We come from the police, and it began to expand. And before you know it, they will call Lagos, send them a signal. Please, the 11-member team that the commissioner inaugurated, come to Zone 2. Let us sit together. Let us see what you've done on this, because we are asking this question. Before you know, in Zone 2, we say, we are taking over the case. It's a fresh way to look to the case. So I believe a lot of things is still there. It is an homicide case. And in an homicide case, look at Tupac's murder now. When was it resolved? Maybe last year. So in an homicide case, things will happen. But I only hope that at the end of it all, someone will be sane enough to do the right thing. Someone will be sane enough. Because just as my belief, if my belief or my thoughts about his death is real, then we will get a justice, but not the justice that we deserve. I.e., someone is going to go down for this murder, but not the people that committed the murder. Because it is something that happened by people that are in the crime world. And people in the crime world all over the world, if you read crime documents, they are always connected. They are always connected. So if they are connected, hey, what more can we say? But we only hope that someone or a group of people will be sane enough to say, we want to make history with this case, and we want to be sure that the real people are sentenced for what they've committed. That is just my thought.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for that. Lady Ryan, I think TikTok was telling me that they think maybe that was sexual stuff. I think that's where you're dropping. Please send in your request again. The legendary Mama herself, Iron Lady. Welcome on board, Lady Aris. Are you there, ma?
I am here. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You are doing well. Good afternoon, everybody. Justice for Mohbad. Justice we must surely get. Justice we must surely get. Yes, aristocrats have spoken well. Yes, I think that's crime, or the video is part of the ongoing investigations. But yes, we are working on writing a petition, because those Ade West, Ade West was just, I believe, requested to come to the inquest by Wahib Shitu. So we will wait for that. Then we will, probably take it up from there. Let's see what the inquest is going to birth, So we will see on that. Like aristocrats said, and like Wunmi said, there's a drug lord, a ring of criminals that needs to be flushed out of the system, but they are highly connected people. So we are just going to wait and do it one after the other.
Thank you, Meji.
So we know that there's a lot of twists and turns to this case. So, but when it's a giba wo lu igi, ìkan torí ẹ̀ la máa kọ́kọ́ gbé kúrò. So remember when O.J. Simpson was acquitted, the family now then sue civilly for damages. So I think we are going to toe that line also. So this case is just beginning. We have not seen the end of it at all. So, and very good point that aristocrats mentioned was, you said the nurse gave your husband an injection that by your husband, or the anaphylactic reaction, which I put it here, and I do not stand to be corrected, that those medications cannot kill the boy. But a nurse gave your husband a medication. When you wanted to put out a post, you said they have killed him. Who are the they? Is it not just the nurse that gave the medication? Then also, like aristocrats has pointed out, I mean, unless if I don't know the meaning of konloro oku, I thought about loro oku ẹni òkú tó jẹ́ pé o mọ nǹkan tó pa, ṣe bó ti sẹ́ pé nọ́ọ̀sì ló fún lóògùn tó gun pa, kí la wá tún ró nínú ẹ̀. So you see, it's so, Wunmi must go down. Wunmi must go down. This, the lies, they are just too much and they don't connect. So, but we see she's supposed also to be coming back to the inquest, before they can close the inquest. So we will see. I know the CTC is out, and they said everybody said Falade did okay, but I still believe she was not grilled. When she's grilled, especially with now that we have different versions, then I think she will be nailed. So let's just keep our finger crossed and see how this is going to unfold. Because no, we should not allow this kind of behavior to foster in the land of the living. We should not allow it. We should not allow it. Otherwise, it will become a norm. Somebody else will try it again. Somebody else will try it again. And they will only get better. If we get away with this, they will only get better in doing this. So we need to put a stop. This should stand as the deterrent for these slay queens and co. So but I have a question for you. Is this your first time of doing a live?
I think this should be my third.
You're doing really well. Really,
Thank
really
you.
well.
Thank you so much, Mama.